Good evening, everyone. I am so tired, you guys. So tired. So last night I didn't go to bed till I don't even know. I think it was like 2:30 in the morning. And I'm just not used to staying up that late. I was out at a local event helping my mom. And then when I got home, I was just too, like, wired to sleep. Anyway, so today, though, I've been working a lot on the webinar. I'm getting all of the technical part of it figured out. So like just getting the webinar started and all the chat features and just making sure I know how to get everything set. So I'm getting even more excited. But the other day I was thinking about, or I was talking to someone, and I was saying that it was perfect that I scheduled the webinar so close to the day I actually scheduled it. So I hadn't done really any work on the webinar. I had gotten out some of my notes, and I was kind of looked over my notes, but that was about it. And then as soon as I scheduled the webinar, it was for like 2 weeks, 2 weeks out or something. And like I had 2 weeks to figure everything out for the webinar and make it happen. That was like creating all the content, all the slides, figuring out, how I was going to, do the webinar, what platform I was going to use, all of the things, everything. All I had was the topic that I was going to do one with relationships. So what was perfect about that was it eliminated like almost all of my fear, because I had no time to worry and be anxious and be fearful about what was going to happen. I had no time. I had told my master coach instructor, Brooke Steele, that I was going to do the webinar on the 10th. I had already publicly announced on Facebook Live that I was going to do the webinar. And so I knew that I would get it done in whatever time frame I had. And so I picked a date that was close, and I'm making it happen. And it's incredible how much work I can get done in a short period of time, where when I give myself longer spans of time, that's how long it takes. So I can take as little or as long time as I want, depending on what kind of deadline I give myself. So for me, I'm learning that a good way to eliminate fear is by just taking action anyway. Just take action. I didn't have any time. I don't have time for fear. But I'm tired. I'm all snuggled up in my robe, ready to go to bed. So, if you're watching, thank you so much for being here. And if you're interested in the webinar, you can go to my website, inspiredactionspersonalcoaching.com, and there's a link there. It tells you all about it. And I will try to post the link in the comments. All right, my friends, have a great night. Bye-bye.